Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos now to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for two, unsuccessful. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And here's Davis to run again on second. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
When you look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
To the air, Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Guerrero. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaac Guerrero with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, You have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The first down carry for Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Gore hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Second and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This is Phillips yet again.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills get a bit closer. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A give running left now, Garindo. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Again, it's Garindo. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, here's Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel. in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Working out of the gun, Williams.
Shoves him aside. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A handoff running right, Guerrero.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good. 4 on Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Guerrero.
Pushes him aside at the 45.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Throwing is Williams.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Handoff here, Guerrero.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Burrell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Burrell, a dump off here for Gore. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Williams. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Williams going to look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bills are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's to the 10. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Isaac Guerrero. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Dancing to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here now, 3rd and a yard. On the give, it's Guerrero. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Burrell. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about